Hi, my name is Aleksandra. I'm an international vocal coach. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Disturbed singing The Sound of Silence, originally by Simon and Garfunkel. Shall we listen together?
Please welcome Disturbed!
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.
Okay, let's stop here. The first thing I'm noticing is that amazing chest voice. It's so deep and resonant. He's doing a very jazzy thing, actually. He is elongating and singing on some consonants. So as singers, we mainly sing on the vowels, but singing on some consonants like N, M, and G sometimes as well is also a very effective tool. So he did Sound of silence, silence. And have a look at how he's performing. He's very still. It's a ballad. He doesn't want the audience to be distracted by his random movements, for example. Well, there are none. He kind of did this, right? And then just to emphasize some of the words, he started to use the gesture in his performance. Let's have a look at how that's going to develop.
I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp.
It's changing the melody, I love it.
When my eyes were stared by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs and voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence.
Okay, look at the gestures he's using. So he actually portrayed the lyrics very literally. He did something like this for the lyric that was about eyes being closed, right? Or open. About the eyes. So he started the song from that very speechy and quite quiet place, but later on he is changing that, right? So he started his chest voice and now he's exploring his mixed voice. So he brought everything higher. So the melody goes higher, and instead of pushing that chest voice up, as so many singers, especially maybe untrained singers do, he's actually letting these vocal folds thin out ever so slightly so that he can get that lovely balanced sound. And look how clear it is. So David is actually a metal singer, but not only. And the thing is, if you have stellar technique like David has, then you will be able to hit all of the notes that you want to hit with no strain and with as little effort as possible. You can hear how clear his voice is. There's no overdrive there. He can hit these notes just perfectly. This is our base. We need that. We need to be able to do that for our vocal health to later on be able to apply vocal effects.
Fools say that you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words and I might teach you. Take my arms and I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell, echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign lashed out its warning. And the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, whispered in the sound of silence.
Interesting. Wow. He is simply master of building the mood, of building the atmosphere, and telling the story through the ever-changing emotion. So he started off from that quite emotionally neutral place, but then he's showing us all of the different shades of emotion and all of the different shades of the story, because he's really interpreting the lyrics. So it's obvious he very, very clearly knows what he's singing about. Each line, the emotion changes. So we had that build-up, that culmination around the phrase, and so the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. That's just so full of anger, really, and bitterness. And these are these conflicting, really strong emotions. What he did there is he actually resigned from that clear, lovely voice quality. Instead, he brought some overdrive, some distortion to really emphasize what the lyrics are saying and they really emphasize that anger. He is so skillfully in control of his voice that there is that belted note just before the end. Let's just have a quick listen together. Distortion, right?
And the sign said the words of the prophets are
Distortion.
on the subway walls and tenement halls, whispered in the sound.
And clear. So we had that sound, very powerful, but in that clear voice. So he's going in and out from that vocal effect. And what I see in a lot of singers, especially aspiring rock and metal singers, is that they are using all of these vocal effects before necessarily making sure that the technique below that is really on point. And that can lead, sadly, to a lot of vocal problems. You know, if you have technique like David has, then you can choose to go in and out of that vocal effect and make sure that your voice stays healthy and responsive throughout your career. Just listen how at the very end he brought it all back. So he's really playing with the dynamics. We had that fortissimo at some point, and then he's bringing it back to pianissimo and sustaining that long note just like this.
Of silence.
On that end. Simply stunning, simply breathtaking. Because of the arrangement and the song being a ballad, he is also choosing to sit down throughout the song. He's not even standing out for the culmination, as some other vocalists might decide to do. He's choosing to be rooted to the seat and to tell his story, being really still and only emphasizing certain words with his gesture. And I think this is also a biggie, because we as singers sometimes don't know what to do with our bodies, especially if we're singing a ballad. So actually being very, very still throughout most of the song, and then very deliberately choosing what to do for certain parts of the song, can be a very powerful tool. Let me know how you enjoyed this small reaction. I mean, this is one of my probably favorite songs ever, and this arrangement of the song and David's voice is just magnificent. So I'll be very curious to hear how you liked it. If you enjoyed this reaction and this video, please subscribe to my channel to get some more videos like this. Let me know if you have any ideas on future videos you would like me to react to. Make sure to visit my website, and you can follow me on social media for some useful tips and vocal tricks. I'm really happy you joined me here today, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye!